favorite Bill Fire shirt. These little black spots, and that's rippers and all the fucking holes he chews in my shirts. Anyway, continue.
We're about to get into the trial, but before we do, I wanted to see if there were any new skills that I wanted.
I bought some like chocolate milk wine, and let me tell you, this shit is great. We're getting drunk tonight.
Sharpness increases by 5 effective during Rebuttal Showdown. Cannot be combined with excellent
I
blade.
also have some white cheddar cheese cups that I still have. Not really. He said I could have them.
Yep.
Man, I really, really hope we find out what the fuck happened to Makoto to turn him into that.
We're still not 100% sure it's Makoto.
It's
but
Makoto!
It's gotta be Makoto.
It's Makoto!
Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the
I'm
class
more excited
trial.
than I need to be, you guys.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and
Yeah, hers
vote
is
for
sutured.
who done it.
Like little sutures. Not everybody gets a different one, but hers is different.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and
That's right, they
ready
were
to
starving.
go.
He gave them one
Whoever
sandwich.
survives will be treated to
We
a
gave him a red
fancy
bean
lunch.
bun
Oh, yeah,
and
red-
some milk.
red bean bun.
Rabbit curry is
chocolate
on the
milk.
menu.
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
God, that's me.
You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Dude, we were going to Tai Chi.
I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Damn.
Oh,
Of course
shit.
you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those.
Does anyone else
could probably
ship
do the splits
Gundam and
real
Sonya
easy.
now? 'Cause, whew,
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
bitch, Flash is dead.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall,
We didn't go
we
over
found out the elevator was out of order, which
Oh,
left us
fuck.
stuck.
Oh well.
I mean, I can still just,
So we
we
decided
can
to
do
go to the tower
it
for the time being.
I can just do this.
Monokuma file.
Victim is Nekomaru, Mekamaru. Body was discovered in Grape House, or in Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, so that shall be considered the cause of death. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, those limbs are actually designed to be detachable, and it seems they separated due to severe impact. Aside from that, several other areas of the body are damaged. Because of this, many of his functions seem to have shut down. Megamaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied to a loop. A button on the back of Nekamaru's neck, which is the goodnight button. When this is pressed, all of Nekamaru's functions cease and he is forced to enter sleep mode. Oil that was flowing out of Nekamaru's body, the majority of it came from his fatal head wound. One of the pillars in the side of the door was tipped over. The damaged area of the pillar was also stained. It was so heavy that even two people couldn't budge it. An enormous hammer found on the floor of the tower. It was completely clean, almost as if it was brand new. A chain was wrapped around the handles of the door at the back of Grape Tower. For some reason, the killer was able to enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. Apparently, Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m. A lot of small pieces of stone were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. However, there were no fragments on top of his body. Apparently, Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru walking toward the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. At 5:30 a.m., the alarm of wall clock in the lounge in Strawberry House on the second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence and managed to stop the alarm, but Kazuichi and Gundam rushed into the lounge after being alerted by the sound. However, Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. The contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer worked. It was apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. The button in Strawberry Hall that opens the door leading to the tower was broken. Nagito was supposed to be at Strawberry House, but he appeared at Grape House via some unknown method. The contact elevator should have been broken. Apparently, the compass needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator. Nekomaru's used his alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped at 7:30, and the alarm was set to 7:30 as well. The clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, not even to set the time. Doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. Screws at the base are pulled out, and there are some scratch marks on the knob itself. One of the doorknobs from the far back door of Strawberry House was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. Regardless of whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement of Nekomaru's body, the tipped-over pillar, and the oil stains, and even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged, look exactly the same. The victim is Nekomaru Nida. Okay, we're back to the beginning. So that leads me to believe that the pillar in the middle does not move at all, and in fact, the entirety of the funhouse spins around it when somebody gets in the elevator. Or when somebody tries to open the door. And somehow it's just incredibly, incredibly smooth. So you can't even feel when you're moving.
But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
I don't know.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Fair and
Now,
valid.
enough with the lovers' quarrel.
Baby.
We need to think about this seriously.
Baby.
We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
This is an acceptable time.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon.
6:13 p.m. is an
Totally
acceptable
tells by
time for
looking.
horny jail.
Let's see if they were true. The only thing in the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer.
I mean,
That's what
it
it
looks
is.
like a weapon,
It
but
looks
it's
like a weapon.
brand new. Fuck, why he gotta do that, though? Why he gotta do that, though? Fuck! There we go, that's it. That's gotta be it.
We'll have to
I
see.
guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
So cute, Paladin. So cute.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
we are.
Why not?
our
Why can't you
webcam
accept
session is
it?
over. It's over
A lot of
the
oil
timer
was
and
flowing
the
from
focus bar.
Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
I mean, they're reading this
But
word.
that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
There's nowhere good to put us.
Well, yeah, but the killer might
Maybe
have
on the
wiped
top
off
left
the oil
corner.
later.
All we block at that point is the case and usually
Why?
like whatever music's playing.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously,
really that big of
to
a,
make the hammer look
Yeah, we
like
know
it's
it's
not the
case
murder
work.
weapon.
Hammer make it look
Then
like
why
nothing.
bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
How dare you?
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Love it.
So y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Sure, Kazuichi.
I
Darling.
thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Once out.
Then what
I'm
was the
not
real
fighting
weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
Yeah, what was the
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
You know what I think happened?
what?
I think that
Then, how about we
Nekomaru
look at it from a different
Nekomaru
angle?
tried to do something or something happened.
If it doesn't
The
have
looped
oil on
wire
it,
was
it's not
around
the weapon.
was around
So whatever
the
has
door,
oil on it must be the
the
weapon,
strawberry
right?
door that had its handle taken off.
Yeah.
And when that popped up, the actual weapon has oil on it, but it's something. Okay, that's the broken pillar.
I see. The only thing with
Do you
oil
want to pause this
is
so
that
you can
broken
speak?
pillar.
I'm fine.
Okay.
When it
Then that
spun,
pillar is the weapon.
the
Coach
wire
Nekomaru
either
got
wrapped itself
clobbered
around
with that
him
pillar.
or hit the pillar and that caused
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Nekomaru.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
What's up?
Then even if
I
Nekomaru could have lifted that
can't not
pillar,
say
it has
suicide when
nothing
I
to
see
do
the
with the
term
case at all.
suicide. Suicide.
Well,
It's not a real
I
thing. It
guess
is
you're
now.
right.
It is now.
What the heck?
Hey, Dope Ghost. That's acid, right? By the way, fourth murder, the killing of the school is also a suicide. Yep, I remember that.
Yep.
No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Explosives.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
See. So my
Hey.
gut was right after all.
Look at that sweet
All
smile.
right. It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
I'm kind of happy
Sonia,
more people are
here I
getting a
go.
chance to actually like talk.
Yeah. I feel like we don't hear enough from Sonya.
Yeah, I feel like as time has gone on though, Sonya's like whole situation has been so much more important.
Hung out with Sonya
There's
once.
no need to lift that pillar.
Go, Sonya!
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
I
They
actually
aimed
kind of,
right for his head and bullseye.
that was my original
Even
thought as
I
well.
could probably tip it
Except
over.
if they tip it on top of him, the fragments would
Considering
be
the
there.
pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
I think I've got the right bullet. I just need to shoot it when they say tip it over.
Yeah.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
That fucking silhouette was pretty
If
scary
Nekomaru
to
was
see
crushed
just
by the
pop
pillar,
up.
then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
She may
Why
not
are
be
you
wrong.
so
It's just
certain about
not.
that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure
What
that
if
that
the
instinct
doorknob
is
from his
wrong,
mouth came out of the
can
front
we?
of him in the head?
Interesting.
And my theory is
There's
true, that
another
when
way
it
to
was
use
pulling
that pillar to
around,
kill.
It got wrapped
You
around
guys
the
just
pillar,
haven't noticed
hit
it.
Nekomaru in the head. Nekomaru knocked over the pillar.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Damn, Nagito.
What did you
6:21.
say? Regardless,
6:21 p.m.
It's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Man, he went from being super happy about all of
Nagito.
us
What
to
the
being
hell
like,
happened to
man,
you?
you guys fucking suck.
He's
Real
ju-
quick.
How
He's
come you're
big
not
depressed.
talking like a lunatic anymore?
He has become big depressed, like this poor man.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Did you just
the
cough
pillar
into my
itself
drink?
is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon?
That wire.
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
He wasn't the first to do it.
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
The wire.
We've seen it?
Wire.
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the
Good
ultimate
God, God
weapon.
damn it!
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield
What
your
I fucking tell you?
dark
What I
dares
fucking
of
tell you?
destruction.
What I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you?
But I'm not liking this.
I'm sorry.
Kazuichi.
I wanted to ship.
What is the
I wanted to
ultimate
ship Kazuichi
weapon?
and Sonya, but like,
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the
It's
secret of
gonna
the
set up a murder
funhouse.
later.
oh the fuck it is.
Kazuichi's gonna kill
The secret of the funhouse?
either Sonya
You
or
still
Gundam.
don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Fuck you.
Except
But
for
also fuck
Hajime?
me.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
I don't get into
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It
She's
is
so fucking
undeniable that
cute.
such
Good
a
lord.
sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
So cute. Faux show. I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
The houses are connected to the tower in the middle. Thought of that first too, but ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Wire, good night button. Tipped over pillar. That's too fast.
Strange feeling in the tower. Broken doorknob. Wall clock. 3 because it counts. Tipped over pillar. Probably what I need is tipped over pillar.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Yep. We can't prove that's not refutable.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
Yes.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
None of those things. 2 towers in the same building, but that was the only mystery there'd be no way not to do a mission.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower
What is Fuyuhiko's
are
account
actually the
again?
exact.
So dumb.
So
Broken
that's the
doorknob?
secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're
So
both the same place.
is there a file for strange feeling in the
I mean,
tower?
The walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
I don't know.
I feel
Hey,
like
dude,
there's
when did
not.
you start? I just noticed. We started
Like
22
20
minutes ago.
minutes ago.
20 minutes ago. If you follow on our Discord, you can actually see when we start there. We
Sunday. I posted.
I try to post now too.
Oh, good. I didn't know if
I
you did or
started
not.
posting, yeah.
I also posted on my Twitter.
Let's see
I have a
here.
Twitter now.
Every whole button.
There it is.
Strange feeling in the
tower.
regardless of whether you. Yeah, it's the strange feeling in the tower's already
Okay.
done.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Why 10 years?
So then the real question now becomes. What do I
In
refute?
truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
That's correct, but
So
there's
that's
more
the
to
secret
it.
of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
Yeah, I have a Discord. It's in the. You
Weird
should be
say
able
they're
to see
both
it in the
same
chat.
place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
No.
Damn it!
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
I don't think it's that.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
Nope. So it is that one?
Just what one?
The very first one?
Yes.
That makes no fucking sense.
In truth,
'Cause they are the same
Strawberry
place.
Tower and Grape Tower
We're not. I don't.
are
But like you
actually
said,
the
there's more
exact
to
same.
it.
No, that's
Yeah.
wrong.
That's dumb. I mean, there were only 3 options there, so I would have brute forced it anyway. But
Both of
this
those
game,
towers,
this game's logical
are they really
leaps
the same
are
place?
very bad. Sorry. If you look in my
Why are you
channel
asking that
description,
now?
there you go.
Do you
Yeah.
harbor a grudge because
Sorry
my
it took me so
kingdom
long.
destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
That's Megabean.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what?
Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
The floor didn't rotate. The entire building.
Bow down.
Oh,
Okay.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Impossible because
While we
the
were moving
sensors.
from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Monokuma doesn't
While we
interfere.
were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
Nope.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
but I don't think that's.
It's not a good thing to quote.
Yeah.
Rebuttal showdown. Let's see, what are my swords? Wire, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar, new looking hammer, broken doorknob.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Fence.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the cross. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Fucked up. There's definitely a hole in what you said.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Yep.
Crap!
I'm sure he can move all this
It seems
stuff.
you
What
have
is the one
forgotten.
thing he can't move?
Monokuma is
door.
surprisingly wielding
Nope.
the power
What is
of
the
the
one thing
futuristic
he can't
Robo-Bear.
move?
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
I don't know.
Oil on the floor. How's he gonna move a puddle of oil?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Got the wrong thing.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Allow me to
Usually
cut
I
through
don't
those
want to do
words.
that, but like I don't. It's only like 10 seconds of repeating, and I can
Moving
only
body and
stand
pillar
10
is
seconds of
possible.
repeating for
But
so
it would
long.
have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Like, it tastes good, but you gotta sit in it almost.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
You know what would probably be good with, though?
I am terribly sorry. I cannot
I'm good
believe
right
I
now,
got so
but-
fired up.
Hey, it's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is
Can you turn me
awesome
off
to
too?
watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
Mayhap there was a reason it had that stopper in it.
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
You see, why is he a robot in the first place?
Yeah,
Because he
the
got
e-handbook was
almost
still
killed and
there.
they had to put him in a
That's
robot
why
body
we
to
thought
save
the
his
two
life.
towers were the same building.
If they're not the
jumped
same
in front when
building or
Monokuma
two
was
different
attacking
buildings,
Hawkins.
then what are
Yeah,
they?
Hawkeye.
No idea, huh?
This mystery lies in the secret of the funhouse. We don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. The only way we can do it is to rely on one person who has those clues.
Is it Nagito?
It's Nagito.
It's Nagito.
Hey, Nagito.
Yeah.
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
What a new
Give us
if
the
you're gonna
answer,
die,
not a
obviously,
friggin'
you possess
hint.
a stuffed bear.
But then it wouldn't mean
You're
anything.
gonna die?
I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
634.
You just gonna keep saying it?
Yeah. Whew, cause who boy, boys. Whew. Whew.
Something happened to him.
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
He's not. He's
I
the only
have a
one that's
good
willing to
reason for
divulge
that.
it.
The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Smell murder
I
vibes.
always smell murder vibes from this man, but he has not murdered anyone yet.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right?
You're really
You
pretty.
cleared the life-threatening
Thank you.
game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window
I
waited.
don't usually get
all
excited about
by
Bryce
itself. From that window, I saw
Like,
some
goodness gracious.
very
Goodness
strange
gracious, boys.
scenery.
Yeah, the nurse died last time.
Strange
Oh
scenery?
yeah, I'm sorry. I guess that's a
She
spoiler
was
if you
the-
missed
Explaining
it.
Yeah, she
It
was
might
the
be
She
killer.
was a
faster
murderer.
Just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Nagato grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
Okay.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you
Well, I
think it's
didn't-
weird?
That's fair.
If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking,
Shouldn't
then
we-
there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
There should be another room across the way. Should make sense in this.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Bryce, you gotta quit.
What doesn't make sense in this picture? Spot selection.
Here!
There should be a grape house across the way.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
But you don't.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
I see. And is that it?
Whole ass in the fucking woods, you guys.
Like I said, there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo. Things the other contradiction contained in it. There are other contradictions behind it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Again, it's probably got to do with the actual. It's not unnatural.
Crap!
I think it has to do with the fact that we're on the second floor, right?
Here!
It doesn't help that they don't show you.
You said
the
this
thing.
photo was
Yeah.
taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
Which is on the first floor.
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
But we don't know. We didn't say that the first floor of Strawberry
Yeah,
House was
it
on the
should
very
have been.
first floor.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
And grape floor is on the bottom. It's actually the bottom.
That's right. Good call. In summary, This is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Finding out the actual fucking structure of this place
Are you
is gonna
saying that
blowing
Grape
my
House
mind.
is
Because the
merely
elevator
an
at some
illusion
point does a
spell cast by
180 degree
Monokuma's cursed eye?
But that doesn't tell
From
us
this
anything.
point on, do your
because
own thinking.
Even if it goes down,
Now that
and
you've finally met the
rotates,
same
that means
requirements
there's
as
two
me,
towers. But that's not the case.
if you guys
it
are
has to
truly
somehow rotate
symbols of
while
hope,
keeping the tower the same
you can
location.
easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Hajime was the one that's fucking saving everybody.
Here's the thing, Paladin. You knew I had a praise. But, like, due to Nagito, I think I also have a degradation too.
Yes, because he dropped through the floor and ended up in Grape House. So that's how he was able to move between the two, because Grape House is below Strawberry House.
That makes sense.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Nope.
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
What's that thing that's wrong when I figured out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, it might be able to find the answer if I just spin it. Logic 5? Alright, let's do this. Yep, it seems like Logic 5. Alright, I'm still not 100% sure what the actual
Fuck.
what the actual thing is, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still not 100% sure where I should be going for this.
Question 1.
How do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist?
They exist.
Do Strawberry and Grape House both exist? They exist.
They exist.
That was relatively clear.
Whew.
That's kind of annoying. Question 2. Strawberry House and Grape House at the same building or two different buildings?
They're the same
They're the same
building.
building. Alright, question 3. Are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically. Yeah, I kind of figured that at this point. Done.
Yay.
Not
Good
even
job.
any problems that time around.
Good job.
It's all coming together. I got it. I know the
Logic
secret of the
diabetes is good.
funhouse.
Very good.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Shut the fuck up, Nagito.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different
He's
floors?
so cute with his little,
Then
little
the
hamsters.
two houses
Oh my
aren't
goodness.
two different three-story
hamster.
buildings. They're
One
actually
six-story.
one six-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Top of Grape House.
I see.
For some reason. I've never had to hit F before this entire game,
Grape House.
but F was the
That's where
activate
Strawberry
button
House
for
is
all
located.
of Cyberpunk. So it's like I'm stuck in
You
that.
just finished that yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that,
Hey, Starlo,
the photo
welcome
taken
out.
from the first floor
Hi.
of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the fourth floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected
Dang
that
it,
the two
sorry.
houses were connected vertically.
Baby.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
They don't have to be the entire outside.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
We got hydrates
It
coming in
never
from
occurred
Ufer.
to us that they were the same building because
Yeah,
it was
I'll
structured
go
with
get
two
that.
different shapes.
Dear Lord, child.
I'm using that as
A quadrilateral?
That's fucking 7. That's 7 drinks that he's just thrown at us. Why, Ufer? Why do you feel the need to do this to us? Oh, by the way, I don't work tomorrow.
Want to spend tomorrow together?
We can spend some of tomorrow together.
Yay!
My boss needed me to come in on Wednesday, so I'll be going in Wednesday morning. I'll still be back in time for D&D,
Yeah.
but basically I'm trading Wednesday to have tomorrow off.
We never get the same day off. We should definitely spend some time together.
1. 2.
Hydrate all you want, Paladin. Getting drunk.
There we go. That's all 7. Okay. Look how much 7 was.
Good lord, child.
This thing was full to the brim, and now it's down to like right here.
Here's the thing. You should limit it. You really should.
I'm not gonna limit hydrates.
You should limit hydrates.
I don't need to.
You should.
That being said, Ufer, if you've got the ability, maybe you should put some of those points to some more
Yeah, you
beneficial use, and see if we can't get me to have to play the
Yeah.
Zelda CDI games at
that
some point.
shitty one.
And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the
Go to
two
Cosmos
houses
Street.
were two
Well,
separate,
well,
distinct
I'm glad that you're here,
buildings.
Starlo. I'm sorry that I can
Yeah.
never catch your streams, but you
In
always
order
start
to
right when I'm going to
conceal
work.
the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
Smart man. Or smart woman.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
The nurse killed
Yeah,
the
Strawberry
little
Tower
girl.
and Grape Tower
Fuck
should
that
have
bitch.
also been
And
different floors inside the
Ibuki,
same building.
Best girl. Basically, both of the best girls were taken down in a single round.
Yep. She killed
Just like
Ibuki,
Strawberry
and
House
then
was on
little
top of
bitch
Grape
walked in
House.
on her. And she was not going to let that little bitch walk away and
Strawberry
tell
Tower
everybody.
was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't
Possibly.
know. But it's so
But
simple.
it doesn't change the fact that
Alrighty then.
you still enter
I'll
Grape
be the
Tower
one who
from the
solves
other
this
side.
mystery in a flash. Please watch me,
No,
Miss
you
Sonia.
enter the tower
Yeah,
from the
that's-
same side.
And
So
then
you
the
have
floor
to,
in the center goes up and down. But since there's
whatever you
nobody
like.
in there, no one can tell it's going
definitely
up
make
and
her
down.
watch me.
It's easier.
Yeah, go. I'm
It's
gonna
easier to
stand
tell
out
if you're
till
going
she
up and down
notices
versus
me.
left or right. Trust me, I've ridden the Carousel's Progress enough. One day I'll make you ride the Carousel's Progress. It's not that fun, but it's one of those things you gotta do once when you're in Disney
I'm gonna
World.
solve this mystery in a flash.
You sure, baby?
No, I'm not. I
Hurry
didn't even
up,
know what we're trying
dumbass.
to do.
One of the bodies
I
in
was-
one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Nope.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
There.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
You know
Shut
what?
up! Just
None of
pick
them. It's
one
just
of them.
one.
It's gonna be broken doorknob, I think.
Nurse was the best girl over game. I was very upset. If you want to
I'm
make
gonna
sure
solve
she
this mystery
stays
in a
best
flash.
girl, do not go
Hurry
watch
up,
the end of that
dumbass.
trial. It's
One
very,
of the
it's
bodies in
very,
one of the
very
towers
anticlimactic and
Was
disappointing.
actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Yeah.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight.
Still not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be refuting.
So
I'll
which
tell you
one
one
was
of
the
them.
fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I'll tell you one. I'll tell you one.
What's up?
One of them is. One of them is strange feeling and power. Well, obviously, you know what that one is.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers
Yeah, I never would.
was actually a dummy.
I
No,
would
that's
have
wrong.
eventually gotten it. I just didn't think dummy was what I was refuting.
Yeah, me
Because he
either.
says in
Which is
one
why I
of the
looked at
towers,
it.
yeah.
That's
Nekomaru's
why.
body
That's why I
wasn't a
have
dummy.
this spoiler
That can be
free
proven by
walkthrough going
Kazuichi's
on in
account.
here.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower,
Because you
we
had the
thought
parts.
the body had moved.
He
And
moved the
that's when
parts
you
around.
said,
Parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. So yeah, Kazuichi's account was that.
right up until that moment,
But
we
why
were
didn't we have
disassembling
Kazuichi's
Nekomaru's
account
body
as
at
an
Grape Tower,
I
right?
don't know.
That would have been the correct option, would have been
The
Kazuichi's
killer
account.
couldn't
But
have known
why I
how
looked
to
it
get
up.
no.
Nekomaru's body,
Kazuichi's
so they
account
couldn't
was part of the
build
strange
dummy.
feeling. They mentioned that. Because it's not Kazuichi that has an account, it's Fuyuhiko that
Unless
has an account. as a
Kazuichi was
bullet.
the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh no. Sonia's turning on him.
Uh-oh.
Miss Sonia, that's
I
a pretty
mean-
harsh joke.
She's got a good point behind her. He is the ultimate
You're
mechanic.
Joking, right?
It's all right.
I mean, she's wrong.
Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have
can't-
fixed the
you can't hear
elevator
it.
or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
It's very, very quiet.
That is disappointing.
So damn
I'm
cute.
even
Oh
more
no,
disappointed.
baby.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both
best boy.
towers, even
I
though
agree.
it was supposed to be on different floors.
Well, not really. He's like best boy.
Maybe
He
it
is
was
best boy.
simply
You're
me?
right. He's best boy.
The body
Nagito
moved
is
to a
best
different
man.
floor?
This man is 23 years old. Okay, he is best man.
A device that moves things to different floors in the
At
same
least
building?
23.
It's a fucking elevator.
But it goes like this though, right?
I'm guessing it's
I'm
probably
not
the-
crazy. It
yeah.
goes from here down to here and then back again. Thanks.
Are we really doing Hangman's Gambit for this? It's an elevator. Like, this is not one that needs this.
Nah, it doesn't. But they gonna do it anyway.
Like, sometimes I understand Hangman's Gambit, I do.
And then I have to tell you what it is.
Yeah, like Hangman's Gambit sometimes isn't always the most.
Yeah, sometimes it's really hard. Come on, ease. Come on, ease. There we go.
Now I'm gonna have to wait forever to get a T again.
Oh.
Never mind. Elevator. No.
Good job.
I was fucking playing. I was fucking.
Yes.
You're so loud.
I'm so sorry.
I have a limiter on, and you're hitting it every
Must be
time.
talking
so
about an
sorry.
elevator.
That's why I don't drink when we
Are
play.
you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Yeah.
Where the hell is this
Different
elevator
elevator.
anyway?
Tower
Oh,
goes up and down.
right.
It's the tower itself.
Which is why the
The
number
Okay,
inside of
so
the
I
tower
did
is
that
one
too.
big elevator,
Which is also why you're not allowed to be inside of the
which
tower.
means the tower
Yeah.
was designed
And why they
so that
they
the whole
specifically
room
said
goes
that
up
the top of
and
the
down
tower
like
was
an
always
elevator.
too dark for you to tell what was going on with it.
So whether you
So you
enter
never
from
knew how far
Strawberry
up you
Hall
were.
or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room.
Which is also why
Right?
it takes time for the door to go up and down. The fake
So
door was
that's
just
why
a
we
fake
could
door on
only
one
enter
side,
it from
not the
one
other.
side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Moving floors.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
Because those aren't real
Illusions.
doors.
Illusion.
And
No,
a
but those
picture of
doors
Grace
never
on the
open.
far back door when you enter
Yeah.
from Strawberry
You
Tower.
can't open it from this side.
You can open it from either side, and it never opens.
Like the
If the
fake
room
doors in
just
the
moves
Jemison
up
Mansion.
and
Well,
down
there's only
like
one of
an
those. Like the
elevator,
fake door in the
there's no
Jemison
reason
Mansion.
for the doors to change.
Well, that one's there strictly for symmetry purposes. 'Cause they like symmetry and
after
they
the
like
incident, the far
octagons.
back
Don't
door
ask
in
me
Grape
why.
Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
Because whoever
But when
killed
we
him
entered
didn't get it
Strawberry
yet.
Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
Yes.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that
only
hasn't
7
changed have in
Fuck yeah.
common?
Things that didn't change while we moved between the two towers. Body of the pillar, the oil. We've taken account of that for now. That stuff for a while now.
Anything that was just touching the floor didn't move.
Shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. What do they all have in common? They were all on the floor.
I see.
Because the walls
Is
don't
it
move.
safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can
Because-
figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because
That's
the
why.
elevator has
No?
something unique about it.
No?
I don't think so, because remember, the things are stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. That's fair.
Either the elevator rotates or something. Only the floor moves.
I
is the
see.
answer. The elevator itself moves up and down just normal.
so
Okay.
that's
It's
it.
the elevator
The
between
elevator
the two
was designed so
rooms
only the floor
that
moved.
rotates. Because
Only the
basically,
floor moved?
if the
Okay,
room
hold up,
is
hold up, hold up.
Which means the whole room wasn't.
sorry.
That's why we saw different doors in
Wouldn't
each
let me do
tower.
that. Okay, see how they're stacked on top of each other?
Yeah.
I can describe it this way. in Strawberry Tower, the elevator in and out of the from Strawberry to Grape Tower is on this side, right? But it's on the other side of the other elevator, right?
Yeah.
That's because it rotates around this axis.
Yeah.
This doesn't spin at all. This, in fact, goes up and down completely normal.
Yeah.
There's a door here and here. Fake doors.
Right.
The only rotating force is the elevator, and it's just to make it look like the rooms are on two different sides when they're stacked on top of each other.
Okay, but like also, what about the compass thing?
That compass thing was in these elevators.
Okay.
We didn't assume the tower was an elevator at all until just now.
Okay,
So the
see,
elevator-
I thought the elevator was in the tower.
No.
This whole time I've been wrong. Please
No,
continue.
but
Now I get it.
The elevator was not in the tower. The elevator was on the side of the room on the first floor. And all it was doing was it was going from like directly on this side to the opposite side of the hexagon. And that's the rotation. It had nothing to do with the tower.
Okay, cool.
We're on the same page now?
We are
Which
on the
means
same
on the
page
first
now.
floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry
Yeah,
design.
I really thought those doors led to the elevator. I'm sorry.
That is a red herring now.
And on the fourth floor, which was
Well,
Strawberry
not those
Tower,
doors
the
specifically.
different
I
door
meant
on
like
far
the
back
doors
wall
that
had
left
grape design.
was you stepped into the elevator from the tower.
No.
I was completely wrong.
You stepped out of the elevator onto the first
Then
floor of
where
either
do the
room,
different
and then
floors
you walk
lead?
down the hall to the elevator. Or to the tower.
Gotcha.
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
To make you think that it was
So
actually
we'd
two different
falsely
rooms.
believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Fast hydrate.
It was actually very effective.
Thank you for
Because of
keeping me
that,
alive.
we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
The Junko.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me.
My head's hurting.
Take
What happened?
responsibility for yourself.
They basically they
Then I'll
used
take
a twisting
responsibility
elevator to
and
make the
gently
places seem like they were
caress
on
you.
two opposite sides of the same tower, when in reality one was on top. The tower was
Stop
right
with
here,
the
and one
tasteless
room was on top of
jokes.
the other.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
They
Because
didn't
of
want us
that
to realize that
chain.
it didn't rotate,
You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
and the broken door panel as well. Yeah, if the door panel and it were chained, then there would be no way to do it. So it was set there so that hopefully they wouldn't think to try going to Strawberry Tower.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
But why does that benefit
They
them as much as we
destroyed the
think it
button
does?
and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Who do I think is a traitor?
Hold on. You're progressing much
it's
too
Nagito.
quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
No spoilers, by the way,
What a
boys.
pain.
To anybody who
It's
actually knows the
fine
answer, no
already.
spoilers.
Gundam, please proceed.
I I'm betting there
You
isn't a
said
trade this time.
earlier that
Ooh,
Strawberry
I
House
didn't even
and
think of
Grape
that one. I
House
didn't
are
even think of
connected
that. There
vertically,
might not even be a
right? If so, how does the contact
Or it
elevator
could be, if
supposedly
we're gonna go off
transport
of
us
exactly
from
what
one
happened
house
last
to
time,
the
it
other?
could be Byakuya.
Ooh.
Because remember,
Junko died first.
Junko died first.
Ooh.
If that elevator moves vertically,
It's Byakuya,
Oh,
boys.
we're gonna have to go through this
when your
now.
back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
Big shit.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your
You think
left
it's
when your
Gundam?
back is to the elevator.
Yeah?
Who thinks it's Gundam?
Which means
Well, we
the
all know
houses are
Aslan
on
knows.
exact opposite sides of the tower.
And
Answer
if
me,
Tristan
fiend.
joins, Tristan
What
knows
does
too.
this mean?
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I've started thirsting after Gundam strictly because Paladin does that voice so well.
The two houses are connected vertically. The position of the tower should be the same in both houses. You think it's Sonya? But in fact,
Interesting.
my back was facing the elevator in the Grape House. The tower's on my right.
I mean, she is the outcast. Like, she's accepted, but she's the outcast.
To be honest, I forgot who Nekomaru was when you texted me and said, "Don't be so quick to assume I know." How can I break through this contradiction? Your argument. Contact elevator, because this has contact elevator has oh boy, here we go.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
Damn, they're teaming up
What's
hardcore.
with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Paladin, see say something, guys, in Discord and race together. I'm gonna say something to you guys in Discord in a DM together. If you send the DM to Megumin, or I guess you can send it to me, I can show it to her on my phone. We can look at it together. An ad started playing halfway through the reading message. I did not put those ads in there. Those ads are automatic. I don't know. I'm not the one putting those ads in there. The guy with the question mark hair is killer, I think, because he's not waifu.
No.
Gundam is waifu. What are you
Gundam
talking
is
about?
husbando at the very least.
So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but
Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments.
if the
because
two
they're in
houses
love.
are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
that is correct.
Which means your reasoning
It's clearly contradictory.
I don't think this will.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
if the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Nagato's sudden appearance.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Kazuichi's account. Kazuichi's account?
However, at both,
What was Kazuichi's account? Oh, about the thing, right. For some reason I was looking at,
if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
it's vertically, but it's,
Damn
okay.
it.
I'm fine.
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
Maybe it's both.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It
I'm not crazy.
probably following the building's
I'm not
perimeter
crazy.
as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you
Yeah.
arrived at the other house,
You
right?
thought the elevator was connected to somewhere else.
I did. I thought
And
it was
thanks to
connected
that,
to the tower.
the tower we saw on
I
our
would
right
have
side when we
picked it up
arrived at
if I,
Grape House.
if I remembered where it was connected.
Appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible?
I think I want to
It's
switch
like
over to my
something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
You do be making some sense.
So we're
though.
done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start
Willy
talking
Wonka
about
House
the
elevator.
important
Welcome out,
stuff.
Shelton.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
It's the wire.
What is the octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Okay.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Eight-sided shape.
I see.
Why does that matter so much?
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
That's like kindergarten shit. We're supposed to be high school.
guess-
Paladin,
should
this
continue
character is made
listening.
for people with
Where is the
degradation
place
kinks.
befitting of the name Octagon?
It's not made for you. Okay?
Spot selection.
Crap! Crap!
Click on the top of green area at the right of the bottom of the
Here.
red area. It's still part of the green area.
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
Have to send a request.
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
There
If
we
you
go.
cut
Request
a
accepted.
4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Spin it, but I'm not going
Learn?
anywhere.
Gloves?
I need
The
gloves.
true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse.
I'm gonna not let it progress so that we can wait. I'm going to want the right hand. With my glove of opening. What we should Give us a second, everybody.
Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery. And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
Aw, thank you very much, Darla. That's very nice.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed
I don't
using
wanna-
the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly,
Why wine?
using
It's
the building
because we're making
itself
mimosas.
as a
We're
weapon?
doing
Such
it's
a
champagne.
spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? They probably dropped him onto the pillar. Because they probably had him at the top of Strawberry House and then called the elevator down to Grape House. The elevator dropped, and then Nekomaru's body fell and cracked its head on the pillar. That's what I think happened. Why, hello there. I thought of a brand new word to call Monomi. Been telling you. I already use it to insult and slander. There's no way it'll hurt by There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. That's much more straightforward than I thought. Stew fatly. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be ta-da, stew fatly. You get
That is kind of cute.
Okay, everyone.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
Yay!
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
God, what a fucking mood.
My heart's thumping like crazy.
What a fucking mood,
I
bitch.
might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And
Yeah,
just
for,
like I say each time,
various reasons.
don't forget to say it frequently.
Make sure your batteries don't run out, Paladin.
I never expected the
Oh, you're
funhouse
making a
itself
sex
to be
toy
such a
reference.
weapon.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really all right to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Oh my god.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but
You guys are just all so hopeless.
I will sincerely retract that remark.
Why you gotta do that, my guy? Why you gotta do that?
I'm disappointed too,
718.
you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Same.
Akane,
Always.
You were drooling waterfalls?
Don't go drooling waterfalls.
You're so fucking cute.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
Alright?
How they killed Nekomaru.
I'm telling you, they dropped him.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death. He was horribly damaged, as if he were beaten senseless with a blunt object.
Like a floor?
Like a floor. But he was beaten with a blunt object. It would be a kill that utilized the building structure. It wouldn't be the kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that was so utilized? Falling.
I see.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Three-story fall.
If the funhouse's secret
they're not
is
fun.
that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically
That was
connected,
definitely not fun.
Ew. When that happened, dude?
then the killer made use of
it
its
was
height
maybe
and
6
caused
or 7.
Nekomaru to die from falling.
I was leaning up against a window we had open because it
you
was hot
saying they
outside.
pushed
and I
him
leaned
off?
Too far.
Where'd they push him
like I
off
was leaning
from?
against the net, right?
Yeah.
Had no
I
idea
don't
how
know
flimsy
yet.
those things were as a child. Just figured that was part of the window.
Don't just make
It popped
things
out.
up when
I
you
went
don't
down,
know
and
the
I
method.
landed like my entire
Where in
back
that
and my
building
head
would you even be
hit
able to push
and like
someone
an
off
inch
in
and a
the
half
first
away
place?
from a concrete slab we had at the bottom of our stairs.
Oh
It might be
God.
possible in the tower.
You're fine. Of course
You
we
could
need-
push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Do that. Elevator
Did you
removal,
forget how
somebody
the
in it.
elevator
But
functions?
if you tie him up
When it's on the
to
first
door
floor, the
handle,
door on the
hit
4th
his
floor
night-night
won't
button,
open.
or hit his night-night button, turn him off so that his functions don't count. Then have the
Saying
elevator
he
drop.
died from
then
falling
open it
is
up,
truly
and
incorrect.
then he
You
drops.
should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? They didn't. Oh, we gotta make sure you receive fall damage. There are some classes that don't take a whole lot of fall damage. On that button, Akane's account, free Higa's account, contact elevators, transferring the tower, broken doorknob.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
That is true.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and
is
made
correct.
use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open.
Good night, bud.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Which committed the murder? There's got to be a character like that eventually, right?
Yeah.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the...
It'd be impossible.
Then, how about after locking Nekomaru, they moved the elevator and made use of the drop?
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong.
This is like when they speed up and slow down. don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I really do.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
I wonder if I spam space and control over and over again,
If
would it give him the
Nekomaru
wobble
wasn't
filter
moving
effect?
inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't
You
have
don't know
detected
what I'm
anything.
talking
His sleep mode?
Yeah. Does that say
Nekomaru's
fucking
goodnight button
red?
is pressed. All of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
We gotta pay attention
If he's in
so we
sleep
know who
mode,
fucking
the
killed
elevator
him.
sensor wouldn't have noticed
I
him.
mean, we know
right?
it's fucking Nekomaru.
We know how he died, but we don't know.
I see.
We don't know who
So
killed him.
that's
Exactly,
how.
we gotta find out.
However, even if they moved the elevator in that
Unless
manner,
Nekomaru did the self-sacrifice
Nekomaru
that
would
everybody
have just
gets to
moved
eat.
along
But we're
with
still not
it.
sure how.
Because he's the only one that
Well, then
There
who
would
would have
be
called the
no
fucking
drop
elevator?
for him to fall and
For
die
him to
from.
fall.
Ah,
Yes.
Somebody would have still had to
That's what
call
I was
the
about
elevator.
to explain before
And
Kazuichi
getting- and gotten
interrupted me.
what?
Silence, pest!
Now
Okay.
you're calling me a pest?
She's been hanging out with Gundam too much.
She has. And I shipped him. Fucking love this music.
If
This
you
music is
arrange it a
always
certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
Yep.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Dude,
Isn't it about time we went over the
past
pillar
that.
again?
Nope.
We're past that.
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
We're past that.
The doorknob on
You know
the
what?
floor
We might
seems
need to be.
suspicious.
Doorknob on the floor. Oh, wait, what? No, it's not.
You're
Hold on.
supposed to absorb it.
No, I'm not supposed to
Probably.
absorb it. I'm supposed to agree with it somehow, but I can't remember how to agree.
Crap!
I can't remember the button to agree.
If you
I don't
arrange...
know. Can you look it up?
Fire, truth bullet, select truth bullet, concentrate, open, fast forward argument, silencer.
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the
So
arrangement,
it's the
right?
same thing as shooting. You gotta click the,
That
the
arrangement
bullet
is-
that agrees.
The
Yeah.
hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest.
Just based on the color. Okay.
be so
Also, hello,
cool.
Neo Man.
Hi.
They don't
What if
use
I
they
start
don't
to
use
enjoy
agree
it?
often enough for me to remember anymore. I think it has to do with the broken doorknob.
you
I have to
arrange it
agree
a
with that, but I
certain
think the
way-
wire and the broken doorknob go together.
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
Pause the drop within the elevator.
So
is
you're
true.
telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement
I might even
is...
have to absorb that and then use
The
doorknob.
hammer is suspicious.
We'll see.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yeah, that's it.
I agree with that.
Consent. They gon' fuck.
I mean, go.
Didn't the doorknob have
TBA.
scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was
You
I said
tied
this
into
verb
the loop.
earlier.
You did, but hearing it with the
If the
tiny
elevator moved
detail.
while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
They had it on
If
here.
they
They
did
tied them
something
up.
like
They put it
that,
on the doorknob.
he would have
They
been
dropped it.
suspended
They
in
probably
midair.
even loosened the screws so that it would
That's
fall
right.
eventually.
He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer
Sure.
tied up Nekomaru
One
with the
little
wire while
one?
he was in sleep
One
mode.
little one. Bring cheek. Bring cheek.
Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the fourth
nope.
floor.
Turn off the camera's power. Turn off the camera's power.
With that,
You
they
said
moved
cheek. You
the
didn't say
elevator from the
which
fourth
cheek.
floor
And
to
then
the
I said
first
turn
floor
off the
of Great
cameras.
Tower.
No, we're not doing that. We got a screen there. Yeah, see, look,
And
there it is.
suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Exactly what I described.
That's right! He was so well hung!
I mean, his
Kinda
human
like-
form really was
Finish that
TBH.
sentence.
You better not finish that sentence.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature.
So fucking
Only the
well
floor
hung? That
moves.
was supposed to be a child. That was supposed to be a
By doing that,
child.
they
We
created
don't
a
know
drop
that.
so Nekomaru could
That's
fall to his
fair.
death.
We just know that he went to high school at some point.
Too easy.
Oh,
Really? You've done nothing but provide the worst advice
So
this
what if they
entire time,
created a
Kazuichi.
drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
They had loosened the screws.
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
They loosened the screws somehow.
I'm not sitting here and doing that.
Even
I'm
if
sorry.
they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Man, I just fucking beat the shit out of his argument.
Doesn't
Yeah,
mean
because
someone
I'm
had
not
push
gonna
him
sit
off.
here and listen to the same 10 seconds over and over
No,
again.
I'm just talking
that
about
he
like
fell on
the
his own.
slashes.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Nope, not then. That's not. That's right. There's no contradiction
What?
there.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those
And
words.
this is where we're going to get to the point where the clocks in the actual rooms have been altered.
Yep.
What do you think
Because then
would
they're going
happen
to
if
be like, but we were
Nekomaru
there
woke up while he
when
was
7:30
suspended
never
upside
showed
down
up
in
by the
Yep.
time, whatever.
Yep. What was on the floor?
What are you saying? Like,
It's my
how
Kingdom
would he
Hearts
even
necklace.
wake up?
What you got for Christmas? I
He
checked
has an
it out.
alarm
And then
inside
I
his
got
body.
this chain.
Yeah.
As long
It's
as
a
it was
kick-ass
on,
chain.
It
he would have
is.
deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating,
I don't want to know how you
the
have
wire was
experience
hung on the
beating
tip
door
of the
handles with
doorknob so it would
hammer,
easily slip
Starlo.
off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
That would have been from him trying to get off.
But Nekomaru didn't fall
handle
because the
eventually
wire
broke.
came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Big oof.
Biggest dude. That reminds me, the media room that we had, which was just a room that had a big TV in it, and it did have built-in surround sound. The people that owned our house before that had put in surround sound, and it didn't bother. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, this is the recap. The roof, or one of the windows in that room led out to a roof section that was over the patio in our backyard. But you could absolutely step out onto that little roof section, and if you went all the way to the right, that roof connected with the real roof, and you could climb all the way to the top of the house. I used to hang out when it was nighttime. I used to sneak out on that and climb all the way up and lay down on the side of the house just after it got dark, so the tiles were still warm. And I would lay
I
down,
see.
have the cool air on me.
So that's
warm
how
tiles underneath
Nekomaru
me, and
fell
I'd
to
look
his
up at the
death.
stars.
You're so cute.
Do you finally understand now?
I only ever showed one other person.
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss
Turned
Sonia
out to
said.
be a bitch.
I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
You need to stop that, Soda.
He's as bad as I am, isn't he?
Yeah. He couldn't get praise,
Why
so
aren't
now
you
he can't
teasing me
get and now
anymore?
he won't-
Now he'll accept degradation.
He gets off on
Any
this.
fucking attention,
So thanks to that
any
alarm,
attention, he will accept at this
Nekomaru
point.
ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Call me your little piggy, Miss Sonia.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that
I'm
too,
so ready
right?
for the time that he eventually kills Gundam because he's jealous.
Yeah.
He didn't mean Nekomaru. Okay. The moment Nekomaru fell off to the floor, the only thing that I can think of that happened to him was he collided with the
I
pillar.
see.
Yeah.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the
Hitting
pillar!
Keith me from the first game
So
vibes.
that's how the pillar shattered.
A little
Why
bit.
oil was spilled all over the place.
Did Hifumi put that? Like, I mean,
I told
Hifumi
you the
was
pillar was
a,
the
but
weapon.
he only cared
My
about
gut
2D
was
waifus,
totally
right?
I think he did, yeah.
That was his whole
Well,
thing. Is he
the
only cared
pillar
about
was a
2D
bonus.
waifus?
It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there,
Hold on, baby gangsta.
stop calling me baby gangsta.
Oh,
What'd you
that,
just
yeah,
say?
I guess, yeah.
Did you say
Yeah.
the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible.
Yes, we're gonna get into the clock change.
Even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
But
Now that you mention it, so did I.
my boy said everybody
There
was
was no
late.
way
Nobody
I could
showed
be
up.
late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Just one after another. I understand it. Gonna take about a time like this, just a little more, and I'll be able to reach the truth. I still don't know who did it, though. After all this time, there should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Unless Kazuichi was actually the killer this whole time.
Why would he do it?
That's the question. Is nobody really knows why anybody would have done this, except for the only person that truly has a
excuse.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Radio clock.
That's gotta be it!
Someone's
we headed
gotta
for
say
before
it.
7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside.
No, that's wrong. No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
They use
So
such
you're
old
saying
technology
there's
in this
no
because
way
they
the killer could have tampered with the
they
clock?
use old and new technology at the same time, and it's like
Maybe
because
the
like a
clock
clock that
Sonia
could
saw
that
was
could
the
connect
one
to the
that got
internet, I
tampered
guess
with.
would be too hard to say because
The clock
then the
inside
kids would
Grape
also have
House?
access to the internet, which would be in trouble.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Which would mean
And
that both
because of
all the
that,
clocks
I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Bruh.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
I'll never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Time-related contradiction. I don't think it should be. I don't think I should doubt the testimony. I should doubt the clock. It's no mistake that something was done, but what wasn't? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. I just think I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Another logic dive.
Gundam's so cute when he likes it.
Go. Cha. Blah. Fly a lot of flags happening. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Alley-oop! I was a little worried about that one.
Yeah?
Ja! Which clock was tampered with? Buildings clocks. Nekomaru's clock cannot be tampered with.
Yeah.
Woo. Jump. 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 Jump.
Good job.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, that was bound to happen. I shouldn't always hold forward, but it gets me there faster. Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building.
I
Isn't
watched
that
you
right,
spill it
Fuyuhiko?
all down
It's put all down my...
Yeah,
I've done it
none of the
twice.
clocks had the
Look,
wrong
I've spilled
time.
it twice at least.
But what
So-
if all those clocks have been messed with?
Take it off.
No, I like the weight.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
Hajime just standing silently, bobbing back and forth. Just everyone sits.
So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all
got
the
it.
clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's
Damn it,
not the time
Nagito.
to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
2 hours. Oh. It is 7:40 because not Hajime. Nagito, that's the one. They spend all the time talking around each other only to come to the same conclusions as well. Yep. It's the problem this game has, which is that every single character has to say something.
Yeah.
Every character has to say something because it's the only
Everybody's gonna have a different favorite character, and you always want your favorite character to say something. Look at him, he's
If the time
so
in the building was all
cute.
messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Yep.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
No. Damn it. It has to do with that, but
Damn it!
If the time in the
I
building
have to
was
confer
all
with
messed
somebody
up,
like Fuyuhiko.
then we can only rely on Nekomaru.
The time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be?
If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Kane's account?
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
That pose.
So
If the
supposed to
time
agree
in
with
the
the
building
first
was all
agree,
messed
but
up,
with Kane's account.
then we can only.
What was Kane's account? Apparently, Akane heard rumbling around 5:30 a.m. Okay.
That's what I thought.
The time of death
Because Fuyuhiko saw him leave at 5.
was clearly 7:30 a.m.
That is correct.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
9:30.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he...
I agree with that.
Sent. We don't fuck.
Sorry, Soda.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made
Imagine
when he fell.
imagine
Wasn't it
if
that rumbling noise?
somebody said,
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake,
their
so
only
I went back
response
to
was-
sleep.
I concur. Yeah, oh yeah, I agree with that.
Fell?
I agree with that, Paladin.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
I agree with that, Paladin.
Obvious we'd hear the impact
I
sound.
agree with that. I agree
We heard
with
that noise too.
I agree with that.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry
Stop
House
saying I agree with
Lounge.
that. We gotta stream.
What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
No.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
7:30 was our set.
I instantly woke up and left my room.
No.
And that's when I saw the clock in the
5:30
lounge.
was our 7:30.
Right.
That's when he would have woken up.
Excellent work,
Yeah, so I
Akane.
tried originally before I said anything this time.
5:30 a.m. 2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Because his clock is right. So they can lure him out.
If you
Everybody else
messed
will
with
still
the
be asleep.
clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
So and the killer also used a specific thing. We're gonna lure out one
I see.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
We both
That's
called
right.
it. We both
In
called it that
doing
he was
so,
gonna be the next
the
murderer.
killer was able to lure him
Or
to
that
the
his
tower
radio
by
clock was going
himself
to
at the
be,
precise time.
used. Yeah.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think
Doing
about it,
Nekomaru, I feel like he
realize
would've
what
woken
Monokuma meant
everybody
when he
up.
said those words.
You know?
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
How outrageous. Everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. Turned out like this after all, so I guess I can't.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
The right way next to
Was it,
Monokuma.
you know, tripping over a foot or something like that?
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
It has?
How so?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Oh, right, because all the guys in Strawberry
What the
House
hell
have an
do you
alibi. No, Fuyuhiko's alibi is
You
this.
witnessed
The only person that
Nekomaru
doesn't have an
going
alibi
toward the
is
tower. Did something else happen after that?
Nagito, yeah.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru.
I'll double check and see exactly what Fuyuhiko's account says. I think Fuyuhiko saw him leave Strawberry House Pilot. Wall clock, 5:30 alarm when the wall. Okay, so wall clock, it would be the alarm, would be the bullet for this.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Oh, fuck. I can pick someone now. Do you want me to look it up to make sure that...
Nagito was the only one that didn't have an alibi.
But there's no way he killed him.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he's the
The
one.
one who wasn't there.
That's fair, that's fair.
It's you, right, Nagito?
Because we've had these kind of things happen where we have to choose multiple times.
Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
Yeah, are you talking about
You weren't
Akane?
in
Yeah,
your
Akane's
room,
ready to go.
Were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
But
Please,
we know
say
that you
something.
didn't do it because we were the ones that eventually did the final dead room to get to the
Hurry up
octagon.
and answer.
I know.
I'm gonna suicide
Nobody
dive you.
character-wise knows.
If I may be frank, even if I
No, you
wanted to
can
go
only
to
be
the
Nagito.
lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't. What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in
Who stayed in
Strawberry
the deluxe
House.
rooms?
Oh, shit.
The deluxe rooms
But
would
I
have
did
had a
not hear the
soundproof.
rumbling sound
Soundproof,
either.
shit, yeah.
Is that not strange?
Sonya stayed
I
in the
mean,
soundproofing.
Everyone
And
else
he was
heard
the
it.
ultimate lucky, so he stayed in the soundproofing room.
Shit, he fucking
Nekomaru,
was.
To be
Nekomaru
honest,
stayed in a deluxe
it's not just
room.
them. The same goes for me too.
So those four were the ones that stayed in the deluxe rooms. They wouldn't
I
have
was
heard
in a
it.
pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But
I caught that a
it wasn't
second
that.
later,
I
before, right
probably
before it was
couldn't
really
hear it at
revealed.
all.
I was like, who stayed in the deluxe? As soon
hear
as I was
it.
like,
What
shit,
does
I
that
know
mean?
Nekomaru stayed in one, and then yeah, because he was the
You
ultimate lucky,
still
he
don't
stayed in one
know.
because of rock, paper, scissors. Then
Think about what
Chiaki
the three
and,
of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I did figure it out. Haha. Okay, we're gonna make me do this, but whatever. I know the answer. What's that? Deluxe guest rooms? I think it's deluxe is the first word. I should have gotten rid of it. Oh well. You don't know when the next time I'll see a fucking L is. Ah, you fucking suck. Oh, I forgot. Oh well.
Oh, it's okay.
It worked out. I know.
Oh!
Oh.
Ah, hurry, hurry, hurry!
M. S.
Yeah,
Hell yeah!
Good job!
Yeah,
Good job,
that was a
Paladin.
stressful as hell game.
It is. I'm glad I'm not the one playing it.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Soundproof and has excellent air. Has so-so insulation, but it's pretty decent. Front room has severe airflow and draft.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Shut the fuck up, Nagito.
You guys must understand by now, right?
I am the puzzle
The
man.
true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on
I've
a
always been the
sec.
puzzle man. In
Why
RP.
does that lead
Whenever
to who
we
the
play like
killer is?
multiplayer games together, I'm the guy that falls that ends up solving the
Well,
puzzles.
that fact just now is a very important clue and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
It's none of the boys, and it would have had to have been a girl that was not staying in a deluxe room.
Yeah.
So that just leaves Akane, doesn't it?
We checked before we fucking lose this game.
Because Sonia and Chiaki stayed in other rooms. The only other girl is fucking Akane.
But, okay.
Crap!
You're never gonna pick this. Holy shit, you're never gonna pick.
Deluxe rooms are a clue. Who would have stayed? So Nagito stayed in a deluxe room. Chiaki stayed in a deluxe room. Sonia stayed in a deluxe room.
The last thing that we chose was Nagito, yeah? And then right before was Monokuma Taichi, yeah? That was the last two decisions we made, like the choices we
Yeah,
made.
I believe so.
You're never gonna pick this. You're never gonna pick this, Paladin. How the fuck would you figure this out?
Is it Nekomaru?
No!
It would have to be either Chiaki or Sonia then.
It's neither of them!
Wait, then who the fuck?
You're
is
never
it,
gonna
is it
pick-
Kazuichi?
No!
Is it me?
No!
It's Gundam?
Yes!
Why is it Gundam?
Exactly!
You're the only one.
How the fuck would you pick him?
How does that make any sense?
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
But Gundam wasn't staying in one of the good rooms, was he?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the
'Cause it was-
universe's providence
I thought
to
the people
stop
that stayed
it.
in the deluxe rooms were
How were
Nekomaru.
you able to hear it?
Hold on.
Wait,
hold
did-
on,
no,
hold
did
on,
he
hold
say
on.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe
Oh,
room,
shit,
right?
he was.
Oh, Gundam was
Okay.
staying in a deluxe room. Okay,
Okay.
okay. I thought
Nagito was
Nekomaru
staying
ended
in
up
a
in a
deluxe room
I
in
don't
the
know
same
why.
house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
So that was a
were
problem.
you
Was
able
I
to
didn't
hear that
remember who
alarm?
stayed in the deluxe rooms.
Same.
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
Damn it, Gundam was a killer.
There's only
Fuck,
one
I thought he was gonna be murdered.
You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge.
okay.
Am I right?
Maybe it wasn't in his room.
Gundam. You have some sort of explanation, right?
I didn't
Gundam
expect there
probably
to be
couldn't
some
return
fucking
to his
romance between
room
them.
because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
What?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
You would have seen him walk past.
Yep, he would have seen him walk through.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower.
I was never going to expect him to be that. I thought Gundam was going to be a final boy.
Dang.
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed
Like,
Nekomaru,
I mean, it was back and
the
forth
killer
between
was
save
already
and
at the tower.
murder, but like, fuck.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
Damn it, Gundam.
Unfortunately,
Damn it,
they failed to
I liked
secure
you.
that
You were
alibi.
cool.
Damn it!
Because I was in the lounge.
So you stopped him from
So
being
the
able to
killer
go back.
couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hamster Man. Hamster Man did it. Damn it, I like Gundam.
I love
You
Gundam.
should have hid till the
What
excitement
the
died down.
fuck?
Do you think he did it because he was worried people were
If
going to try to
Gundam
eat his
tried to
hamsters?
hide, and if
His
those two went to his room
Yeah.
to check on
Remember,
him,
starvation
he
was
would
the
have been
motive
found
this
out.
time.
Yeah.
And he had hamsters that could easily
That
feed
would
off
have
of
been
the
the
flowers.
worst possible
Yeah.
outcome.
So there was no reason for him
That's
to
why
worry
he
about his
planned to
hamsters
stay
dying
hidden.
by starvation. But if other people
Those
got
two had
hungry enough,
just
they
checked
may
the
have
deluxe
attempted
rooms as
to eat his
planned.
hamsters.
That would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my four dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess? The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your
Yeet
argument?
smoke bomb.
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I
Gundam
left
did
my
it.
room
I
to
know. I wasn't expecting
Coincidence,
Yeah,
Gundam.
we
heard
never
the
remember who
alarm.
had the rooms.
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I
Ah!
see. You're still holding out.
Don't make that face.
Well, you don't have to
don't
admit
make
it.
that face either.
We're going to decide who the
It's
killer
8:02
is with the
PM.
majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Wait, no, I don't believe Gundam's
Hold on
killer.
a sec. You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
I love how like fucking
Perhaps I
backseat
should say
Monokuma gets in this shit.
It's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam! him!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
My darling.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see.
Yeah,
The contact elevator was broken.
As
Unless
I
one of the
recall,
Devas
killer
was
tampered with the
left
Grape House
downstairs.
control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
Wait, no, because he can make his way through the floors. Because he would have finished the final
However, I
dungeon
was
to
already
get the
at
wire.
Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
He wouldn't have had to use the Dark Devas. If he had the wire, he would have finished the final dead
assumption
house,
is clearly
known the structure
wrong.
and the elevator,
Are
and
you
been able to figure
serious?
it all out.
And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong.
You want it to be wrong.
Something is obviously wrong, it's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. The Nagito's appearance. He doesn't count all contact elevator, blocks a long time radio clock, broken door, and
That elevator was
I think I'm gonna have to grab a
only to
bullet.
travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the
The
elevator
only means of
was
travel is what I need to hit, not a bullet.
broken at Grape House.
That's true.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Nope.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Got it.
How much longer do you play? Why don't we stop this already?
You don't want it to be Gundam?
I don't want it to be Gundam. He's baby.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two.
You're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, I was saying none of the truth bullets I had made sense. I was like,
No, there
that's
should have
fucking
been another way to
contradiction.
move between the two
I gotta
houses
find
without the
it.
elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
You gotta
You're
stop
the
making
only
that
one.
face, my guy. What time is it? It's 8:07 p.m.
Nagito,
You gotta quit
you
it.
should know.
You gotta quit it.
What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
I'm gonna pour me another drink. Tell me about those days. I'll read them aloud. Fun fact, Gundam's voice actor did a playthrough of the game on here. Revoicing any of the semi-voiced lines, and they're like, oh, fuck yeah! Give me that fucking, username, my dude! I'm gonna need to watch that, because Paladin has made me thirst after this boy. Because who boy? I don't know if you've heard, I don't know who follows us at this point. A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. The good lord, Paladin does a really good Gundam. Good lord, fuck! And it might be because we're dating, but fuck, I thirst after that shit. Oh, they also have things like Debo modes, and oh, I love it. love it. How do I open this? Drunk boy. Gotta finish this bottle of champagne, or it's gonna go flat. There's a lot of orange juice. I'm gonna be nice and hydrated. I really don't want it to be Gundam, you guys. Who did you think it was before we got to Gundam? If you hadn't played it before, or even if you have played it before they decided it was Gundam, who did you think it was? Because we really did think it was going to be a suicide, mirroring the first game, because a lot of these things have mirrored the first game.
I knew it wasn't going to mirror the first game because
I really did think it was. I really did think that it was. I didn't know how, but I thought
also
that it
has
was.
things like Deva emotes. Oh boy.
Sure.
WTA did a playthrough of the game on here, voicing any of the semi-voiced lines. I could voice this in Gundam. Don't play dumb. You appear so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Strong camera paladin. Woo! Strong camera paladin.
I can also do a decent Nekamaru. Nagito, why are you here?
Nekamaru is dead.
Pretty decent Gundam impression. Yeah.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Yeah.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Which means at some
If they
point
used
Gundam
that secret
cleared it.
passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
I don't like this.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
No, it really is. Yeah. Here's the thing. I had hope.
What if the killer
I had
was
hope
unaware of the
until he
existence
decided
of
to
the
pull
final
this
dead
shit.
room?
There's no way they didn't know.
The wire.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
The wire is the clue here, I think.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's
The
no way I
hammer
can
and
stop.
the wire will go through the bedroom.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
That has to be the answer. It's either the wire or the hammer.
Even
Wire.
if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole.
Damn it, Gundam, why are your words so fucking
frail,
impossible
I
to
say.
hit?
Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile
Oh, I only have so many
deities?
fucking swings? Oh, I only have so many cuts. Shit, I screwed up.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you which one it is?
No, I know what's going
Even
on.
if
I
the
just,
turbid
I only have
box
so many
doesn't
cuts that I can
exist,
make.
You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists.
How about Super
The
Mario?
secret
Can you do
passage
that
was at
voice?
the Octagon.
In a minute.
Know the
Yeah.
limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
I screwed up.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind...
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body.
That was the hardest
The hammer
fucking
that looked
rebuttal
like
we've
the
had to do.
weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower.
That's because this man is so fucking dramatic. Gundam is
Those
the
are
most
all the
dramatic
items
man
that
we've
weren't
ever
in
met.
Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
How about a
The
Super
only
Mario
place
voice?
I can think of is the
I
Octagon.
can't. I can do a Luigi voice. I can't do Mario.
There were
Hey,
various
Paladin,
weapons
how is
and
the
tools
Super
there.
Mario? Can you do that
I'm pretty
voice?
sure I saw stuff like
Mario.
wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to
I
the
can do
Octagon.
the platitudes, like I can do the wahoos and the yippies, but I can't do like an actual Mario
If that's
voice.
the case,
Like I can go
you obviously know
wahoo!
about the secret passage
Yippee!
too, right?
It seems.
I can do that, but I
This
can't
is the
do. I
end.
can't actually speak in Mario
Normally,
voice.
we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Hold on, stop it.
I don't want it to be
First of all,
Gundam.
by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like
Even
we
stole
did
the
when we
music.
found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also,
actually
the
crying a
button
little
in
bit.
Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
The alarm was still set up so that
They can
everybody would
just
still
greet
go.
everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Okay, shit, man.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured
I think
Nekomaru
I
to
think
Strawberry
Nagito
Tower.
figured out who he is.
There's no way he could fight head-on with the
Himself
robotic
is?
Nekomaru.
Yeah, 'cause he decided
so
to
by
take over.
pressing the goodnight button,
'Cause he did it in the
rendered
last game.
Nekomaru powerless without fighting it.
Hold on! You, what did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Damn it, Gundam.
It is 8:16.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that
Hey,
mean?
Alexanderson, welcome out to the stream.
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet.
Gundam's like my favorite
I
character. I'm very sad to
cannot
see him go as well.
finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd
Dark
have to
Davis.
get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop
Dark
on Coach
Davis.
Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
He's specifically for Dark
Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion.
Dark Davis.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam.
Excuse me.
You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a
many
reason
drinks have
that
been
will
had?
persuade
Hey,
that
buy Stardust!
Hey!
Like you can buy yourself some
I
ramen.
know.
Neither
I'm
of
on
those
like
yet.
drink 4.
It's hard to tell because this is
But
technically
like a drink's worth is like this much, but we've been drinking about this much.
yeah, like if we're talking about these drinks, I'm currently on my
We're on like
third drink.
glass 3 or 4. We're on like drink 6 or 7.
If we're counting alcohol by volume, because that other thing, Panic Talk
Oh,
action.
shit.
Here we go.
I won't let you.
Oh,
For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied!
I didn't mean to go
won't
into
let
fucking
you.
fever time right now.
I mean, we're gonna
For
go
the
into fever
Tanaka
time anyway,
Empire!
apparently, aren't we?
Wither!
No, fever is different from
Crushed as
Panic Time
David
action.
prophesied!
But what's going to eventually happen
Show me
is
the cadaver.
when this is all over,
I
when
won't
Panic
let
Time is
you.
over, when the Panic Time action,
For
when the
the
fever
Tanaka
time is over,
Empire.
he might activate
Wither.
negative fever time.
Ah.
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka
You're stuck.
Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied!
I can't remember how to play this fucking game. Tab is reload. Okay.
For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you!
Doing good.
For the
Mila.
Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really
Oh,
think I
four
can
down
yeah, I
David.
screwed up.
easily?
I didn't see D.
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's
D4,
back. Do you
Dark
really think I can
Davis.
get
There we
behind
go.
it?
This is the end.
Fuck.
The hamsters were in on it too.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru,
Deva Hype,
should have
yes.
been able
Yeah,
to
I
press
sure
the
hope
button
the
on the back of his
hamsters
neck.
aren't fucking. I hope they're not.
Deva Hype, everybody post
As
Nat
long
20s
as
in
you
chat.
have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's
I have to
neck?
pay for it. I'm not paying for it.
Of course, that'd be impossible for a
If you do
normal
random
hamster.
emote, the only
But it
emote
would've
I
been
have is
possible
Nat
for
20, so if
gun
you have enough channel points, you
There's
can
a
do random.
random emote button? Oh, this one is?
In fact, we
go-
saw
go
that with our
to
very
your
own
channel
eyes, right?
Oh, I have to pay for it though.
It's the points. It's like 300 points. It's not even that big.
Somebody.
Everybody who has the points and is available can absolutely unlock the D20 for this.
Nope, I have to subscribe for it. Every time I click it, it always does that. Do the thing. I already clicked it.
Open emote clicker.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
See you around soon. All right, see you later. Bye, Stardust. Thank you for stopping
a
by.
piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting,
right now.
right?
Yeah.
Hey, with your friends
You've
and
been
their
having troubles
exceptionally
with channel
smart
points? How
brains,
so?
it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
So many D20s now. Used to be at the bottom of chats, but it is no longer.
Not just myself.
Are
but
you
actually
on
brought
mobile
up how
or are
splendid
you
my
on
subordinates
the
are.
computer?
I had
They should
no
be in the bottom
recourse
left
but to
corner of
admit
chat,
it.
no matter what.
Admit it?
PC? Yeah, check
Did
the
you
bottom
say
left corner of chat.
you
Is there a
admit it?
green icon? Like,
How
appears
upset
I've
she is,
obtained
you
a
guys,
one-way
'cause she's
ticket
in
to
love with
hell.
him.
is there a green
Then you
box
must
icon
trample
in the
me
bottom left
underfoot
corner
and
where the thing
advance.
used to be?
Victory can only be built
not
upon
there?
a foundation of corpses.
That's so
you cannot
weird.
find peace without
Yeah,
sacrifice.
send a pic. I have no
anywhere.
like. I'm trying to figure out what's
Now,
wrong.
trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Closing argument. Start. Now we actually get to do it. So, meet up because of the lounge alarm clock. When you press the Great Hall button, wrap the wire around Nekomaru's feet. Woke up at Hamster Presto. Bam, 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 bam. Who set the clock alarm? Nope. Okay. Who was in the lounge since early morning? What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Nekomaru's weakness is pressing the button. The wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Have that. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? Nope. What was the fake weapon left at the tower? Nope. Who gathered at the lounge? Bam. Why did Nekomaru fall? Who heard the rumbling noise? Me. I heard the rumbling noise. VA also completely forgot this chapter was the chapter this stuff happened when he played through. He genuinely surprised he was put together in the deluxe room. He's genuinely surprised when he put the books. Who set the alarm clocks? No. He's in lunch since early morning. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Wire wrapped in Nekomaru's feet. Hung on the door. What were the fake weapons left in the tower? Was that 5 o'clock on 5:30? Almost at 5:30 a.m. It's 5 o'clock right now. Nope. That wasn't it. See Nekomaru is at 5 a.m. right now. Your stomach is hurting? That sucks. The fake weapon that was placed was the hammer.
Yep.
Even the Devas are naked gray man versions of themselves. Yep.
Ugh. They are? Where?
Right here. Dark Devas.
Damn.
They sent him out.
Fuck.
Who was in the lounge in the early morning? Fuyuhiko couldn't sleep. Last stop, so what do I have? The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? They killed the strawberry room door.
Yep.
And why did Nekomaru fall? Because the door let go.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House.
We're an episode of a show when we're done. Which means when
Next,
I'm
they
done
lured
crying,
Nekomaru out by
we can
himself
watch
by
Hunter
turning all the
Hunter.
clocks in the funhouse by 2
Yeah,
hours.
we started Hunter x Hunter recently, and we both enjoyed it. We were like, well, let's keep watching. And
Yeah,
we
so
watched
when I'm done crying
In order
over
to secure an
Gundam,
alibi,
we can
the
watch an
killer went to the
episode of Hunter
Strawberry House
Hunter.
Lounge
And I can cry over that.
and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to
I
Strawberry
already
Tower
cried over
with the
Gundam
necessary
once,
tools in
you
hand.
guys. You literally watched me sit here and cry over it.
They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
Oh shit. New developments in the game stock.
This
Oh, dear.
means the killer discovered the secret
So
of
you
the
know
funhouse
Citadel.
faster
I
than
mentioned them
anybody else.
recently, but Citadel is a huge hedge fund that
That
owns Melvin
secret
Capital
being
Management,
Strawberry House and Grape House,
which
are
is
actually
one of the
same
groups that
building.
was short-selling GME, which is GameStop's stock. And they're predicted to
On the
lose
morning of the
billions
incident,
due to the people taking
Nekomaru
the free
woke up
market
and
back.
headed over to Grape Tower for a
Well,
specific
Citadel
reason.
also happens to own the app Robinhood.
Oh.
Citadel were the people that essentially banned purchases of new
There,
GME shares on
Fuyuhiko, who was at the
Robinhood.
lounge by coincidence,
Market
witnessed
fucking
Nekomaru.
manipulation.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In
Stonks.
actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru
So
at 7
that's what
a.m.
happened with Robinhood. Was
That's also
Citadel
the same
owns
time
Robinhood.
Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that.
I'm very angry that there's a company that owns the name Citadel, because Citadel is such a good word.
Yeah.
Such a cool word.
However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there.
Davis of destruction.
I owe you a game. I do owe you a game for your birthday.
With the power
you haven't
of
decided what that
hamsters,
game
they
is
were
yet,
able to
Uber
press
Gang.
the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
Also, if I'm going to give you that game, you and I have to set up friend accounts on Steam. Or you need to give me your Steam account. I don't know how that works.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the
because
ultimate
they literally
weapon.
do what they're told. They're just fucking animals. I don't know who the
Oh,
fuck.
who's gonna fucking take care of the hamsters after
That's
he's
fair.
gone?
That's fair.
First,
We
they
know.
set
We
the
all know
alarm in
Junko's not gonna
Nekomaru's
care.
chest
They
at
were also
7:30
complicit
a.m.
in
so
the
he'd
crime.
wake up.
But they're animals. Do you blame a police dog for what it's trained to do?
Then they tied him up with a metal wire.
No.
I
Tip of
blame the
wire
police
into a loop
officer for
and hung it on
police
the doorknob.
officers for training the police dog to do what it does.
You'll take an Xbox gift card? If I can figure out how to get you an Xbox gift card, I will do that.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry
If I can
Hall.
figure out how to get you an Xbox gift card, I will do that.
They did this to keep
My
us
my
from
top
entering
budget for
Strawberry
that
Tower,
is $25. I'll get you a $25 Xbox
and to
gift
keep
card
us
for
from
your birthday.
discovering the secret
I'm
of the
still
building
upset about
structure
Gundam.
that they
I'm sorry
used to
for
kill
interrupting all y'all's
Nekomaru.
conversations, but Gundam. I didn't care about Gundams until now.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House.
I do have Amazon. Do you have
After
like a wish
arriving
list
at
or
Grape
something I
Hall,
can send it
they
to?
pressed the button to open the door to the tower.
If I'll preface this. Please do not share your location, your like
When
your
that happened,
address.
the elevator-like floor
If
of the
there's any
tower
way for me
began
to do
descending.
so where I don't have to know your address, that
If
would
you
be
know
preferable.
someone's Amazon
And
wish
Nekomaru's
list,
body
you
was
don't know
still
their
inside,
address.
dangling
That's why I
upside down
post
in
mine
midair
on
from the wire.
Instagram.
Set one up on your
Because
Amazon.
mine has your
The killer entered
address.
Grape Tower to
Set
see
one
if their
up on your
setup was
Amazon wish
successful.
list, and I will buy you a $25 gift card for Xbox Live.
If it showed the address, I wouldn't put your address on there.
Or
I'd put my parents'
whatever
address.
the
Placed a
Xbox store
hammer on the
account is.
floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door.
Hell, I'll buy you $25 worth of Game Pass.
This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry
Oh,
Hall.
that's right. I could. I could absolutely just do that. I could just send him the code to the card
Yeah, you
over
could.
Discord. That's a good thing you were
Sick.
The
getting.
killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their
We're
room
too busy
using the
crying
secret
over
passage.
Gundam. I'm too busy, like,
You are. I'm.
my eyes are pretty
So they
dry.
could craft their alibi when Nekomaru
So-
died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out.
Literally this entire plan hinges on Fuyuhiko. Because
The
otherwise,
lounge's
we
wall
wouldn't
clock alarm
fucking
started
know who
ringing
did
at
it.
5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Gundam, oh my god. I gotta stop crying.
When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up.
Hey, it's your birthday, and you're one of the more dedicated viewers on the channel who isn't problematic. I would say.
Happy
He woke up
birthday,
while
but
he was
fuck
still
this
hanging upside
day.
down, so he couldn't help
Today
but
was
sway
the
his
day
body
I
powerfully.
thought Gundam is a bad person.
Originally,
Oh,
the loop of
no.
wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob.
Only if you feel like it, Uber Gang. I'm
because there was
mostly
a
in this
heavier
like
load than
the
expected,
whole me
the
streaming
doorknob
thing
ended
has
up
always
breaking.
just been like yes, it has always been a pipe dream to make money playing video games.
Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor.
I'm super problematic.
No, don't go to saying that.
Minimal impact and died.
But as far as my regular viewers who are here all the time,
the sound of Nekomaru's
in the
impact
past,
echoed
the only
throughout
people
the
who have spent a
funhouse.
significant amount of time on my channel have been very problematic. Remember,
However, by this
Pup
point,
Sheriff?
the killer's plan was about to fail.
And
thanks to
there
the
have
broken
been
doorknob
people like
and
that in my
Fuyuhiko.
channel all the time because I respond to basically everybody.
Yeah, but
Meaning,
don't
forget
go
is-
try
Killer
their
is someone
best
who
to
wouldn't have
not
heard
be
the alarm if they were
problematic.
in the
They're only
deluxe room.
problematic when people are racist, sexist, or ableist.
I don't consider that problematic.
They also
Exactly.
wouldn't have been able
The
to
difference
they
though
can
is that
distract.
the difference though is that
Fuyuhiko
like
was
Uber
at the
Gang's here
lounge.
for like every stream, including all the stuff that I do
Okay,
solo.
let me rephrase that. They only start shit when people are racist, sexist, homophobic, or ableist.
That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Man.
This is a shame, a real shame, really. I like Gundam so much. Gundam's my favorite fucking character.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
I figured because of his Trinibio, he would never actually be able to pull anything
already.
I thought he was gonna
Stop
be killed.
using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just.
If someone
cannot
was like
believe-
that, they'd be. Yeah, I've had people who
You
have show up
killed
like who was it recently?
cannot
There was somebody
believe
recently
something
that
like
showed up to
that.
the streams on YouTube.
I don't know.
You don't
That,
wish to forgive me.
that was
Do
always,
you feel regret? Then
There are some people
finish
that,
it.
like-
Cast your impure
There's some
votes
people
for
that I have had to
Gundam
straight up time out. I don't like to
My
do it because
beloved, deadly foes,
I want to
let the
make
voting
sure that we
time
are all like
begin.
very cool and hanging out. But at the end of the day, it's just I don't know.
I shouldn't be crying this much, but it's because I've been drinking so much alcohol. I love him so much. Why does he have
You
to be
cr-
the
you-
murderer?
The last time you cried this much was at
during
Cats.
I haven't cried this much. I haven't cried this much since we watched Cats.
Almost exactly a month ago.
God.
This result isn't all that exciting.
It
Now
is.
then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Me.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever.
What?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part.
Man, it's fucking.
Starlo singing you love because of all the crying.
Thank you, Starlo. It's been a hard 3 hours. It's been a hard 2.5 hours.
Gundam Tanaka, guilty.
But yeah,
hold on. Did
Bakugo, not Bakugo.
What was my prediction? Hold on.
Byakuya.
What was my prediction? Didn't I predict that Gundam was going to be a murderer?
You predict for at the beginning of the trial you predicted it was a suicide, and so did I. I predict that
No. No. Let the record show. Pull up your phone.
I predicted that Gundam was going to be murdered, and then you predicted. What did you predict? Where was
I
it?
predicted something with Gundam.
You predicted that Akame was killed by Gundam.
Okay, so I was slightly wrong. I assumed Akane was killed by Gundam, but I was not entirely wrong.
You were not
Gundam
entirely
was
wrong.
a killer.
He was. You were about 50% right.
I just got
I was
very specific.
100% wrong.
I got very specific. I assumed that Gundam was going to be a killer, 100%.
No.
You guys were correct once again. Getting up 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The only one who killed Robotic Nekamaru in the Amazing Funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice.
Yay!
No.
I said it all without biting my tongue.
No.
Now then,
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already. Get this over with.
Rip, Gundam. Rip.
Hold on.
See? Ghost agrees
Everybody
with me
else.
for Mercury.
Yeah. Dope Ghost, are you gonna be
Everyone
busy tonight?
supports me. I thank you guys. Everyone supports me.
Strong as the little bear. I feel like they could just rush the bear. You can't rush the bear. The bear can literally kill anybody. That they've stated that in both games. Like,
Oh
the
yeah,
bear
they
has to
killed
fall.
the first Junko in the first game.
Yeah, the person who was pretending to be Junko in the first
Her
game. By the way,
twin
spoilers.
sister.
Her twin sister.
If you're watching the second one, you know what happened in the first one.
Not entirely.
9 times out of 10, you do.
Fair enough. But anyway, you cannot attack Monokuma, otherwise he will kill you. Yeah, that's kind of how it works
Those are
out.
the rules. Them's the rules,
Powder
boys.
Me of Despair. Thank you for coming out to the stream.
Thank you.
And Ufergang.
I'm sorry for crying during your first experience during our stream. Fuck. I hope you're enjoying my pain.
Ufergang. If I join a VC, it'll only have to be for like a couple of seconds, for maybe a minute or two, because Megumin and I are probably gonna watch some movie, or like a movie or a TV show or something after this. Probably some Hunter x Hunter. I'm 100% down for watching more Hunter x Hunter. It's a good show.
It'll make me cry less than this episode. Fuck.
It is true the class trial is finished, but it doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change it. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
All right, you can always DM me. You have access to the Discord now, right? You can always send me a DM or something.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm sorry I cried during half of it.
Is
That's
what I
happens
would
when
like
I
to
drink.
say. But for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct.
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This too must
If
be
he
the
was just
will
trying
of
to cling to
causality.
life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
Fine. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In this situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
Let me tell you
He was
this.
serious, too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would have never known why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would have known that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Like
Could it be?
Sayaka and Leon,
Yep.
except Sayaka wrote a note. Nekomaru really did that? Oh,
Sorry, I was-
fuck you.
I was
I'm
doing a
gonna drink
hydrate.
alcohol.
I was drinking a hydrate.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
100 points if you redeem hydrates. Can you even trade points? That's not how that
Yeah,
works.
you can.
Stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Having a good time. Fuck, he
That's
was
a
just
great
having a good
line.
time. I don't think
And
he
what is your
realized
reason?
it.
Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
I don't even know that's why I said it.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
What if I redeem all my points on hydrate? You'll be drunk on vodka.
I'm the only one
That
drinking
is-
for
So,
alcohol.
my cup here. I take hydration seriously.
I said fuck you guys because this is not my username on the stream.
I take hydration seriously. If somebody sends me a oh, by the way, Harami of Despair followed me. Thank you very much for the follow.
Thanks, man.
But I take
I'm
hydration.
sorry I'm crying during your first stream of us.
Is he All Might? Basically. Mechamaru was basically Mecha All Might. But I take hydration seriously. I drink real water in my cups.
Look, this is his username, not mine.
This cup is alcohol. The
I
white
don't-
cup has water in it.
I don't have to follow the fucking rules. This is not my stream.
It's up to you guys to keep me alive. I'm not doing it. I'm certainly not hydrating
When
on my
I'm not
own.
sitting in this room, I'm hydrating him. I hydrate him every 30 to 45 minutes. Oh my god.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you.
However, I
this.
must say this. What is the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You
Oh my
weakling!
God, that's a fucking move.
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation.
He's right.
You need just to wait here to starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other.
Fall.
Ever
my
since we
tears.
were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you
Giving
will die.
up on life.
4 times.
That's just an insult to life itself.
Let
4
me
times.
ask.
I don't know why I'm crying. I just-
Have you fools heard of the term, dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their life span engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what do you call giving up on on life itself?
I shall engulf this.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every living fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
You saying all that to try and justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But, even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death there?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the Final Dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I did it only once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
You're the only one on YouTube, Charles? Oh no.
History's greatest monster.
Charles, just join us over on Twitch.
Yeah, we have a lot of people on Twitch.
There's a lot of people on Twitch.
A lot of people join Twitch because Twitch is the best place for you to make money.
I don't...
YouTube kind of messes
Well,
you over.
not
for
to mention, like,
on a lot of spots.
Not, like, yeah, for a lot of ways. Like, mainly, like, it's impossible to have, like, unless you are literally so big on YouTube that you can actually do it as a full-on living, there's no way to make money on YouTube.
You either make $0 or $50,000. There's no in between.
Basically.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. You either have the audience or you don't on YouTube, whereas Twitch allows this to almost be a part-time job.
At
Affiliate
the very
status,
least,
like
at the very least, you make $15 a month. which is not a lot, but that's the very least.
The affiliate status is very nice. It allows people who have a very small but dedicated audience to actually like make some money.
If you got 10 viewers a month, I mean, if you got 10 viewers a stream, you're not bad. That's like what, $10 a stream, maybe? Maybe
Speaking
not
of
$10
YouTube,
a stream, but like.
Star has officially reached 230 subscribers.
Fuck
Wow!
Yeah, nice.
Holy shit! I think that's more than me. Hold on, how many subscribers do I have?
I'm pretty sure you have over 100 at least.
I have
Maybe
over 100, but I don't know that I have that many.
Whew.
I don't think my YouTube actually has that many subscribers. You might have actually like beat me in YouTube subscribers. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm only at 161 YouTube subscribers. Way to go, Starlo.
Feel free to send your subscribers to us. I'll do whatever it takes.
My cursed existence is feared by all mankind.
Look. I'll show as much titty as legally allowed for us to get money, okay? I'll show as much titty as legally allowed.
then what we really need to do is we need to go to
I need scoop neck shirts is what I need.
You need scoop neck shirts. We need to go to Hey, Despair Doctor, welcome back to the stream. Oh, all of the things. Those are the same emotes as the other person. Those are all from the voice actor.
See, yeah, we're fucking Look, this is what I lost my count 4 times.
I'm on YouTube.
I've cried 4 times?
Yeah, every day you're on YouTube. I mean, I watch the majority of my content on YouTube too. I make stuff on Twitch for the most part because Twitch actually has the chances for me to make money. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Look at your follow count on YouTube.
Is it 69 or 420?
My follow count on YouTube is, well, follows are the same thing as subscribers on YouTube. My subscriber count is 161 on YouTube.
Oh.
Unless you just subscribed. In which case I won't really be able to see that for a minute.
Not in a billion years.
I'll just leave it at that. Now, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Heterosexual.
You're gonna get fucked to death.
The ultimate breeder means the ultimate heterosexual.
Well, right now, YouTube basically just has the VODs. If you want to go back and watch old streams, like really old streams, they're all on YouTube at this point. That's number one reason why I stream to both YouTube and Twitch, is so that I can get my VODs automatically on YouTube, who doesn't delete them, because Twitch eventually deletes VODs. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Sonia?
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. As an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death, does not befit a noble such as yourself. What in the fuck is that text? Is it fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes. I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end. Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
So the only reason he actually did what he did. Oh, there you go, Neo Man just posted the whole thing.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's
punishment time!
Fuck. I cried and drank too much.
There's always at least one punishment time that we're not
There's
happy about.
buffaloes and lions and rhinos.
Ultimate Breeder Gundam Tanaka's execution executed.
Stampede.
Until 2028.
Oh no, the baby.
He leaves them behind to face his death on his own.
Okay.
He's drawing a magical circle. His Chunibyo never stops.
Yeah, it does.
He's actually magic!
Holy shit! Maybe he survived in the next fucking line.
Wait. It didn't matter.
Oh fuck.
After all of his work, his Chunibyo was just Chunibyo.
Oh no. He loves you guys. He loves you for so much.
And all of the dead animals
Kitty and
come
a
to
bunny
send him,
and a doggo
come
too.
to take the ultimate breeder to pet heaven. Go to bed, work, kick my butt. But the stream was awesome. Stay stonk. Hashtag
Sweet dreams.
tears and beers.
I'm probably gonna cry after you go.
Gundam Tanaka.
Dumb. Okay, no, it's ready.
There's a theory that he was trying to protect himself, but the Devas. I don't think that was ever confirmed. Crynex05, thank you for following. We're right.
That's 5 times in this one stream.
Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in our chest. Don't give up on life.
And it's not just 5 times in this stream, it's 5 times since we found out it was Gundam.
Those hamsters actually made it hard to watch, right? What was the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
So pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other. Thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. The last one of you. The biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
Hey, Ominous Watermelon, thank you for coming out to what is essentially the very, very end of the stream.
Been crying for half of the stream.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. Mm-hmm. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. Then one of the writers said at some point that Sonya probably started taking care of the Devas after this. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
makes
actually make sense. That would make
sense.
sense. Just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. Allow that.
Hey!
So how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? Class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Stinky Gundam died? Gundam is not stinky.
How dare you? I've been crying for half of the stream. How dare you? I may be drunk, but how dare you?
Hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
The mood shifted so damn fast.
Not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. It's what it means to live, right? Oh, look at the tears. Hydrate.
Fuck, what a same. Fuck y'all, I'm fucking drink alcohol.
She's clearly something else.
Same.
Seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. Then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again. Charles, how dare you? Where's my bat? You did. Charles Spooks says, huh? Oh, Stinky Gundam died.
How dare?
You did say that.
Again, how
Our group was
dare.
definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there.
Nagito?
He suddenly disappeared from our sight.
Nagito? Yep, Nagito.
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette.
Yeah. Oh! It is 8:58 p.m.
Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying.
What?
There's no way that file had just Hajime's information.
Shit.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've retracted. They've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found
Like,
out.
here's the thing. Nikon was in love with fucking Junko. What else fucking is happening? Does he
By the way,
remember Junko?
Charles, no spoilers.
Oh yeah, no spoiler run. No spoiler run
I
through.
can't forgive this.
damn it.
Laugh at any fucking joke we make, laugh at any guess that we make, but this is seriously a no spoiler run through. You can make any V1 joke that you want. We have no idea what happens in this game.
It's obvious.
It's Junko though. Here's the thing. We know it's Junko. It's gotta be Junko. Like
Now
there's
then.
no other way it's not Junko.
What's this?
Monokuma.
Why? It's lonely little Nagito. You're all alone tonight, too.
What's the matter?
What's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is?
Junko, who's the traitor? Junko, tell us who the traitor is.
You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Are you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
Looks like albino tentacles.
Here's the thing.
I summoned
Look up Makoto from the first fucking game, and then look at the tips of his hair. Look how much it's grown out. White to that color. Plus, his jacket is frayed at the bottom, the exact same color as the first
Say
main character.
what? You don't even know?
It is 9:01 p.m.
Isn't that right?
I'm out. This file contains documents that were created at the Hope Speak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right, I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student at Hope Speak Academy?
Who knows?
There be a
Hey.
or Nagito.
Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into that file? You trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? My job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monokuma after losing her. It's just like Monomi after losing her magic stick. Oops. Their existence means nothing.
No, no.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through all this awful stuff. Who do you guys think will die next? I'm going
Let
to
me think
guess
about it.
Akane.
I'm gonna think about it. Let me think about it. I'll decide by the end of the stream.
You think I'm gonna die next? I mean, if how everything else that I'm doing tonight is going to pan out, probably.
You mean Hajime or Paladin? Because that depends
They
on,
said null. They said null.
Turn off the mic, Paladin.
No, I'm not supposed to die till 2036.
Turn off the mic, Paladin.
No, I already saw it. I'm supposed to die in 2036 when the comet Anubis passes Earth. You laugh like I'm...
We'll talk about that in 2036.
See, you laugh like I'm joking, but
Baby,
I already know.
My love, I know the story.
I'm going to die in
Tell
the
the story later. Tell the story later. Later, not now.
Huh?
Hey,
Purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the trader do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
Same.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Let me know.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well,
That's fair.
Well, I knew you would say that. You just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter the situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist.
So what you're telling me is Nagato is a final boy.
Yes.
He is a final boy, so I was right.
I told you what my theory was about this, right?
What is your theory
About this game?
again?
My theory was that none of this is real and it's all virtual reality.
Okay.
That all of this is fake, and that literally everybody this round is gonna wake up.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody's dead.
Okay. I don't remember this story, but I dig this story. I like this story much better than what's happening right now because I've cried, what, 4 times this stream?
Because there were several there are several scenarios that don't fully make sense. Specifically, our memories being taken, and the time period that we're all here, and how we got here.
Yep.
And yes, that could be hand waved away by a lot of things. But wouldn't it be much more interesting if all of this was just virtual?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
That would make Beacon story less
For anybody who
shitty.
knows the actual story,
No
don't tell us.
Spoilers.
No spoilers. That's
No
just a guess.
spoilers. Please laugh at us as much as you want, but no spoilers.
Like.
We'll
But you
figure
just
out in about a month.
You're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Actually, I think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
you don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is rather a rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone else on this island. I can't rely on anyone on this island. In this game, one person will live. Oh damn! It really comes down to one.
No, it doesn't. They're lying to us. They've
We'll see.
gotta be lying to us.
If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope.
They're lying to us.
I'll become the existence that could only be called ultimate hope. Two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
What?
Hey, there's only one more thing I wanted to ask you.
See?
What were you waiting for on this island?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island.
Who's Junko waiting for, boys? Don't actually
Or-
answer, but who's
or-
Junko waiting for?
Or
Or?
is Monokuma waiting for Junko?
Hmm.
Monokuma can be controlled by
here's the
anybody
thing.
who has control of Monokuma.
Here's the thing. He's part of Class 76 and Class 77. This is after the first season. This is after the first game. Or 77, 78. I can't remember if it's 76, 77 or 77, 78. But this game happens after the first one.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, what if the person controlling Monokuma currently is not Junko and they're waiting for Junko?
Oh, like they're following Junko, but they're waiting for final instructions.
Or what if they're a copycat?
Oh,
what if this
they're
person
copycat?
yeah,
Shit.
that this person has a Monokuma and they're doing a copycat killing, hoping to get Junko's
attention.
Yes.
Shit.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Ah. We got 7 more people left, boys. if you haven't seen or played this, post your theories in the comments.
We got the Hellhound earring.
But, we already had that, didn't we?
No, we found it as a thing, but we didn't find it as a treasure that we could give away.
Okay, post your theories if you haven't seen or played this. Post your theories in the comments. I want to know. I promise I'm not crying right now. I'm totally not. I'm not crying. I promise I'm not crying right now. Post your theories in the comments because I will read them because I promise I'm not crying.
But anyway, that's gonna be the end of our stream tonight. Thank you, everybody. Nagito is Jester.
Nagito is daddy. What the fuck are you talking about? Nagito is daddy.
Hey, Charles. Really quick. Kill Jester. I said kill Jester. It's my game, kill Jester.
I was about to say, this is not a fucking...
I'm making a
That's
reference.
Not Overwatch? Is this Overwatch?
It's not Overwatch.
Okay, well, I don't
There was an old, when I say old, I mean very old, phone-in TV game where there were two improv actors. There were two improv actors, a jester. It was like a jester and like just some random farmhand, right? And you would call in to the show. One thing that always bugged me, the Devas are clearly trained enough to get stuff, the wallpaper in Chapter 3, the buttons in Chapter 4. From a meta, the game needs to be solvable reason, I get why he had to get under the floor, but logically, shouldn't the Devas have been able to retrieve it? Even Chan P, large as he was, would easily fit through the gaps in the fencing. That's a good point. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because they could have easily just like walked through the room because the bars were small, like large enough that there was that. I don't know that they would have ever been able to actually open the door though, because even if the bars came down, who's to say that the door wasn't locked?
Fair.
That's my theory on that. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you everybody who came out. I have been Paladin. This has been Megumin.
And this has been a wild ass stream.
This has been Danganronpa V2. Goodbye Despair. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Remember, we stream this every Saturday, so if you want to see it again, expect it next Saturday. We'll see. Usually we do it in the mornings. This is the very first evening stream we've ever done, so we'll see how this works out. The evening stream was nice. We got to drink.
We'll let you know Saturday or Friday night. We'll let you know Friday night.
But anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.